said the person thing. Fucking,
I'm not helping. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's not. All right, fuck. Hold up. Because I was like, all right, okay, hold up. We're doing it. I'm doing it over again. Harmon Warhol Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Harmon Warhol giving you the Harmon Warhol Show. And I have a special guest with me. I have a beautiful person, an event artist, facilitator, an MC, a performer. She's also just a good person through and through.
Thank you, homie.
Yeah, she represents hella dead ass entertainment. My friend Chezz.
Hi guys.
No, yeah, I did good. I did good on my part. I did my shit, man. You just hi guys. They don't even talk like that. You good? Now you trying to be Cat Williams in this motherfucker?
My name is Chezz. I'll talk to the people real quick. Harmon, can you step aside? My name is Chezz, art facilitator, event planner.
And then in actuality, my voice is
Yeah. So, you know.
No, I was gonna take it there.
Okay. Oh, and podcaster as well. Let's go ahead and start with that. You know what I mean? Well, you do actually a radio show. Her shit be live. You know, I edit my shit, but you know, her shit be live.
Oh yeah, we can say shit and shit, huh?
Yeah, we can cuss in this one. We can cuss on yours. Go ahead and watch my shit. It's on my Facebook somewhere. She has it on her page.
Yes, The Voice of San Joaquin.
Yeah, The Voice.
Give them a follow. They are being Stockton's local nonprofit radio station. So they let us, you know, say stuff.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. The guys got all the equipment. It was real professional. Had a good time, good conversation. I like to act silly, you know. It was cool being with the guys on there. And I see you work with like a lot of people, and people know like, you know, a lot of people came through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your actually broadcast like made me want to do it more too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. And you took it and ran.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, I gotta do something, nigga. Like, but I was looking forward to doing this podcast because even Dialect was really looking forward for me too. They always suggesting you, and I was like, nigga, you don't think I've already thought about it? Like, that's the idea.
Well,
like,
we talked about it back before the Zion Show, I think. Around the time that
that's when we did this show. Yeah, and we were talking about it. Yeah. It was just because I wanted more footage, and again tomorrow. So you're here the day before the event. You actually have your freestyle competition that I won one of the shows. You know, I'm about to be in the finals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So if she's judging, you know what I mean?
I guess I could judge her.
I mean, show. You can make anybody win. You know what I'm saying?
No, actually, that's
she has too much pride for that.
That's why I don't judge.
Let herself.
So
yeah, exactly.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. That was hella funny because you said when you walked in hella late, the winner's here or some shit like that, and I literally took the whole shit. But
I came ready that day. I got fresh off doing a song and shit with fucking Zach and shit, and I was like,
is that what it was?
No, I know I fucked around with him or some shit, but then my other homie were kicking it. I think I helped someone move that day actually. So that's what was even cooler. Like, I just had a long day, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to do this show, and like, fucking go. And then, yeah, fucking just, I did a podcast that day before, too, and I came through and fucking, when I saw nobody really there, or everybody, it was kind of dead, right? You know what I mean? Because there were people there to watch it. There wasn't too many people to rap it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, it's over, son. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I realized, like, and I try to put that with people, like, it's more than just your rapping ability. Like, an MC is being able, like, you know how Zeps, even him, he's going to be in the competition as well. Like, he's know how to interact with the crowd. He's even had, you know, give me suggestions and tips, like, you know what I mean? Like, the way you talk to the crowd, you know, don't yell at the people in the back to participate, but maybe make a joke. Maybe, you know what I mean? Right. Maybe so. You gotta. I think reading a room is like one of the biggest things. That's why I give myself a big credit for being a performer. I mean,
it's a category that we're judged on.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd participation.
Yeah.
As an entertainer of any kind, anytime you're on stage, as an energy conductor, you know what I mean? Anytime you're in that, you're in that element, it's, I was about to start talking and then I'm like, wait, we're on camera.
We talked about a hell of things, bro. We talked about 10% gay. We talked about fucking life.
10%
fucking
gay?
chakras and
we didn't even get to chakras.
Yeah, we did. I was just kidding. I was just trying to make shit happen. Philosophical, psilocybin. Wow.
I mean, in actuality, it is, and it's funny because the healing center that we're starting, that collective, is called Energy, like INNERG.
Energy. Okay. Yeah.
But you know, play on words with energy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got a lot of energy.
You do.
Energy.
And it makes other people uncomfortable, so they
tell you're gay. Yeah, I'm super gay, bro. Maybe I am gay, bro. I don't know, bro. Haven't thought about it hard enough. So anyway, I know you can like, did you really comfortable saying that shit on the camera and putting it out to YouTube? Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm like, I'm comfortable with it. Like, yo, hey.
So how gay are you? I'm 10%.
Like
10% gay.
40%.
40% gay? That's what's up. That's what's up.
Not enough to have an actual relationship.
Yeah, but you'll take her butthole or something. I'll pet
something
it.
like that.
I'll pet your butthole, baby. Come here. Bring your butthole over here so I can pet it.
Pet it though? Like
I don't know what you do. I'm just saying, I'm only 10. I was kidding.
Anyways. No. But
I'm trying to think. So yeah, we have the show tomorrow, and we talked about, you know, you had your energy.
I want to go back to the show.
Yeah, go back to the
This is
show.
gonna be interesting for you to edit. So good luck.
Yeah. So anyway, you want to go? Because we're waiting.
Yes.
Yeah, go talk about the show.
So yes, Zeps. I love Zeps to death. This show was started because I took a trip out to New York last year. Yeah. Let's start from the beginning. Met this cat named Skatel's online because Abby James and Lobo used to freestyle on my Instagram Live for hours at a time. We would just like I would kind of just facilitate. Like I'd throw a couple lines in here or there to keep it going. Dots. Yeah, but I don't fully like engage in that. Yeah. And for me, freestyling is it's a spiritual thing. It's you know what I mean? Like when you can really do it, that stuff's not coming from you. You know what I mean? Like they used to call it speaking in tongues or whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of writers will tell you the same thing in writing novels, like Stephen King, Neil Gaiman. They say that these stories, they don't know where they came from. They just, you know, they feel like they're real people. Like
they feel like they're energy facilitators. Like, that's how I feel. Like if I a lot of times if the beat's cool, the crowd's cool and making me comfortable, and I'm on that day, like nothing's really bothering me, or I'm just focused that day. You know what I mean? If those three things are in line, I'm fucking dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. Almost every one of your things, because some of the rounds, except the one I won, usually all three of them were pretty consistent. You know what I mean? The other ones that I lost, the other two, I remember all the ones I lost. I had 2 shitty rounds, but I had one dope ass round where everybody's like, "Oh, nigga, oh!" And I was like, "Man, I didn't have enough energy for the rest of the."
You didn't bring that same version of yourself.
And so everybody's kind of like, "Damn, this really sucks."
and that's going back to what you were talking about outside earlier in that character and being full in that character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something. It's funny because I can facilitate it, but at the same time, I'm still learning that, especially as a rap artist. Like, I've been a dancer for 10 years. Like, I can get.
I know you a dancer.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm gonna put it. I got the perfect fucking clip to put up right now, cause people thought we were fucking like in like just because it was like let's say it's like Lion King. You was Nala and I was Simba, and we were jumping around in like lines in unison, and we had like people thought like, nigga, did you choreograph that dance? I wish we had it. I don't even know. Do we have it? I don't know.
I do. I should have it.
I can't even remember. But yeah, but we were like this. I felt like we were like a Lloyd video, like, oh, Lord, really wanna back it up and I'm waiting on it.
It should be on my phone somewhere.
Really wanna. Oh, get it started.
To that white white dude with the jamming ass R&B.
Yeah.
Airless. Shout out Airless.
Airless.
Shout out Double Dragon too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, bringing it back. Berkeley episode is what's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Price Ellis performing too as well on the card. You have some other rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Lit J.
Yeah.
Used to be but awesome.
You got Dialect on the. Is he performing on the final or?
Yeah. Well, all you guys.
Oh, see, I was like, so I gotta perform and fucking perform.
Actually, I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But there's gonna
to.
be a like after party. They want me to DJ after party afterwards, so we can like take a break and you guys can do like we can make it your show. That's what I was really talking about. I don't know. We're gonna leave this in.
We can go to there. We're gonna after this. We'll go over to
talk about.
Yeah, you could drive me there so I can get an Uber back. Watch the fights over here later. You want to do that? I ain't gotta drive. I don't like that.
I mean, I'm in Lodi, so it don't really matter.
Oh, we ain't in Stockton no more. Wow. I bring you to my house. I let you not pet my dog. I
let you almost get bit by my dog.
I introduce you to my father after I met your mom. I give you water, smoke you out, and you talk about now we're in fucking Lodi.
I'm learning gratitude.
Wow, guys, gotta check. Hey, bro, coming to you from Lodi. You know what I mean? We don't Stocktonians. No, we're Lodi.
You know what?
We're grapes. Fuck asparagus. I like grapes. Where are we begging? What are we begging right now, man? Fuck, man. I'm North Side. North Side. I'm representing this shit. North Side, nigga. North Side, nigga, bro.
Grapes. That is the difference too. We got the asparagus and they got the grapes.
I'm gonna write that in my book. Yeah, it was an epic battle between the asparagus and the grapes. The grapes had more Mexicans, and the asparagus had more Asians.
I was talking shit on my way over here to myself about this being Lodi with the line in your song that we made that night after you won. You're very the very first thing you say is Stockton motherfucker.
Stockton motherfucker, come on,
and I'm like,
no,
I know the GPS did say Stockton, but nigga, like 20 minutes from Oak Park, that's hella far. I don't even know Stockton got
I'm
that
right on
big.
the border. It's about 8 miles the cutoff to Lodi. Did you know that? And I live right at 8 miles right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Strawberry fields forever, bro. You just hang because, nigga, I'm next to strawberry fields. Fresh strawberries. You know what I'm saying? You just jealous, Chezz. Like, it's cool. It's whatever. You want to be jealous at my ability to get to strawberries, then
that's the thing.
Go ahead.
I'm not jealous.
You don't know about Paco on the block? You know about Lorietta?
You better not acknowledge, but you be grateful. You outside the war zone.
I like to shove it in people's faces as well. My dad did really well for himself.
Exactly. Like that's all I'm saying. And that's beautiful as seeing as a black man. You know what I mean?
Alright, cool. I get fucking sketched sometimes. I'm like, man, what happens if it's really not recording? I get like that. Because I'm so dumb sometimes. Like, I can see, like, I double clicked it and fucking it never turned on.
Or for some reason it just stopped.
Yeah.
Because I know some cameras just, like, cut off after. So
like, say if you don't got no data or whatever and shit on it. So
maybe should we flip the viewfinder around so we can...
Oh, we should, yeah. I don't want to touch it.
Oh, continuity.
So tell me a little bit more about yourself, you know what I mean? Like, about living in Stockton, since you're from Stockton. Where were you born, nigga? Were you born in Stockton?
Technically, I was born in French camp.
Yeah, nigga, fuck. Yo, Frenchy French, Marcy Bopu ass, nigga.
My name is Chezzeré.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Chezzeré, Jizz.
So, okay. So, my name, Chezzeré.
Yeah.
My dad heard it on this movie called The Idolmaker. And it's actually the Spanish pronunciation of Caesar.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, he wanted his firstborn to be a boy, and he wanted to name it Caesar. But when I was a girl, as the oldest, he went with Chezzeré because it at least sounds feminine. and then he's black, so he just spelt it however.
Yeah. So, but that is cool. I like that. You know what I mean? With you growing up and living like with that, you know what I mean? Holding you know what I mean? Like my dad told me when I was young, like, your name is Michael with the Y. I go, Dad, why? Because people say my name wrong all the time when they read it. You know what I mean? Like people think I'm a girl, bro. Like they're like Michelle. People think it's always complicated and shit. And we get like, why didn't you just name me Junior? Because I want to be like you, Dad. He goes, I don't, because I want you to be better than me. And then I had to carry that all the time, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard being better than this big-ass black buff dude, bro.
Yeah, then my middle name is Alexandria. So I was like, you wanted Caesar Alexander, huh?
Yeah.
I think my dad has some ego.
Yeah.
Love the guy, though. Shout out, Pops.
Okay. And then, so what's up? So
Actually, that's where my, that's where hip-hop is rooted for me, because he's a producer.
So. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So then you've kind of always seen how this works, and that's how you're kind of able to put it together, because you've seen it like, oh, it's not hard for you. It's kind of just, you know.
Yeah, I guess
well,
I've
always as you're going
been,
up and moving, but like as far as it.
I've always watched it, and yeah, like you said, like watched what doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My uncle used to have a studio out here called Platinum Plus Productions.
Yeah.
And like the DeBarges came through there. There was a few pretty well-known people, but it's not here anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's something that keeps music in Stockton. You know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I grew up with him playing the same beat over and over, because he didn't care. He's playing it loud. He ain't on headphones. You know what I mean? My dad, you know, like if he's listening to it, I keep forgetting I can cuss.
Yeah.
If he's listening to it, the whole house listening to it.
Yeah, that's how my dad is. Yeah.
Oh, I hear it out
Yeah,
there.
he's like, I'm black it up, bro. Yeah.
But he actually, I've been thinking about revitalizing it, because he's not doing anything with it. But he came up with a really dope like album comic concept based on the history of Stockton and how much corruption has been here like since the get-go. Like Colonel Weber, we got all this stuff named after him, but he was one of the main folks out here slaughtering natives, and you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of generational trauma that's happened here.
In Stockton,
yeah.
What you're saying. Yeah, I think so too, honestly. The more I grow up and I hear back of just how like the place was segregated and everything, and yeah, I think it's weird because we're a port, like, you know, I mean, a lot of things came through here. That's why you see so much like diversity, and I'm shocked when I go around the world. Like,
did you know
Stockton's very diverse.
Almost half the ebony that comes out of the Congo comes to Stockton.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Ebony.
The ebony Congo, nigga. What?
Ebony, like ebony and ivory.
Yeah,
like ebony. It's a wood that they can only grow in the Congo because.
Oh, because it comes out here.
Yeah, but there's like 9 bundles of it that's produced a year, and we get 4 of them at this lumber yard out south.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit like that in Stockton where we're like the only producers of a certain thing. Like, I don't know, it's a trip, the dichotomy of what's going on. You know?
I'm still up from you. Yeah, I gotta put that in the song.
I'm like, do I have it in the song yet? I need to get on that before you need.
Dichotomy.
No, but
I just want Stockton proud of me.
Right.
Trying to bring light to the dichotomy.
Y'all heard it here first.
Go full retard, bro. Just gotta go full. Gotta go full retard, bro. See? Yes, you gotta go in, bro. Don't hold back, bro.
Oh, God.
You out here being silly.
That's super offensive to somebody somewhere, so.
Hey, bro,
his views and opinions do not reflect mine.
I'm just playing the dude,
but
playing another dude.
Hella true.
Yeah, bro.
Not disagreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Y'all don't come at me for his words, okay? I didn't use it.
I don't care. I just, you know what I mean? But I'm just trying to prove a point, and that's like what I've been saying, like, when I get it, I usually get an idea now. I don't know how it is with you. Like I run with it because I don't want to forget it, or I want to see it implemented and put out.
I'm getting back into that mode.
Yeah.
I went through a stagnant period over the last couple months, I'll say. And I'm starting to actualize my manifestations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not leave them sitting there.
Yeah, they're making your dreams goals, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the same thing with I do. You know what's the coolest thing? So I get hella props. So before I say this, I'm gonna say this. Thank you so much for putting Rebel Activity, you know, in these shows, thinking of us. You know what I mean? The Zion I show was like a very big eye opener and a boost for us, and it was really cool because a lot of our fans and people who like us, like,
talking about eye openers, man.
Yeah, and it was cool, and it was just a cool experience, cool thing and everything, and I'm just like, it's just a cool vibe, and thanks for putting on these events. Mm-hmm. Same thing like what I'm trying to do with this podcast, like you inspire me a lot, you know what I mean, to do more things in the community, do more things of getting on different mediums and medias, and like, you know, put yourself out there, you know, it's funny, you know, you say you're a little, you know, shy to go full retard or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but you're working on that too as well. But as much as you help people help people out, as much as you put people out there, you know what I mean, it's crazy that, you know, it's harder for you to put yourself out there, you know, but that's also cool that you're working on that. But I just want to say thank you for like working on all that and doing that and stuff, and you've always been cool to me, you know what I'm saying? And thank you also to do this podcast. I'm not trying to end it. We got a couple, let's do a little bit more minutes, but right. But then the reason why I say that too is because what keeps me going, that's why I wanted to make sure I said thank you, and it's so dope because I got like 2-3 texts like yesterday and shit from Darren Fields, Abby James, people giving comments on like some of the music I did, because I go back and forth battle with music. I still make music, but it feels weird doing these podcasts. I spend a lot of time doing this podcast shit, so it's like, it makes me feel weird, like am I wasting time doing it? I can make a song now.
Maybe you should start doing some podcasts that are of you and somebody like Abby making a song together.
Oh, that's the next. That's what we're doing, because that's the next. It's gonna be beat. We're gonna try to do a cipher. So we're gonna be just pick a beat, and then there's gonna be like 4 or 5 of us, and so then it's easy because then we can all just do like 8-16 bars. If there's 3 of us, depending on the beat, we might, you know, I don't want to oversaturate. I want us to get in and get out with that. You know what I mean?
Record that at the station too with all the mics.
Okay, yeah, we're all sitting in there and shit. Yeah, I'm down. I talked to them about it because this is small for 5 people to be up in here, so I don't want to do it like like that.
Even other than that little one that you guys are sitting in.
Yeah, but what I was saying, like, they just gave me props on that shit. Like, I didn't even hit up Abby James. I hit up Darian about it, and he's like, oh, yeah, he's talking about the song or whatever, because he sent me a song. Me and him just did a song, and it's like a singing. It's not a rap one. He sings on it. I wrote the chorus, and then this nigga sung it, and I was like, this game show, nigga, this was tight. Like, I gotta do this shit again. We need to do another one. But, yeah, just give thanks to people, because, man, they lifted my spirit and shit. Like, I'm going hard tomorrow.
And, you know, it's funny because... shout out to Raja and Jazzy and Evan and Bobby and all of it. But Raja and I were talking yesterday with Evan, and it's hard for us, because she's very similar in what her role is in all of this, you know what I mean? And so it's hard for us to see what we're doing. For us, we're just, like, a lot of times I don't feel like I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I seriously, that imposter syndrome is real. Like, I really just feel like, why are you guys giving me praise? Like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm just doing my thing.
And Evan said almost the same thing you're saying now. Like, you're, you know, making these connections. You're helping people out of that shell that you can't even come out of.
Yeah, you put the place on for me to go say what's up to Darian Fields, like, or fucking, Detroit, or anybody, you know what I mean? Or if I didn't meet him there, at least you gave me a place to, like, you know what I mean, interact with them so we can do something, vibe and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so thank you. That's why, like, whatever you say, how you don't feel it or anything, you know, that's why I gotta let people know, you know what I mean? That's why I wanted to say thanks, and like, again, like, my bad for not hitting you up faster with it, but like, I gotta get a camera and shit.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, we weren't ready either.
When I was ready, I hit you up. And it was just literally...
That's usually how it is. Like, anybody who wants to do the podcast, hit me up, let me know if I don't get to you right away. I mean, usually people, because they don't think I will do it, I'll do it with, like, anybody who is interested in it. Huh?
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's not.
I'm doing with anybody who's interested in
10% gay,
it.
bro. 40%. She's like, I forgot.
damn continuity.
Yeah. That's what I bring to the table. But yeah, Chezz, to end the podcast, what do you want to say to the people, man? What do you, just to end with, like, what's the future and stuff? We got a show tomorrow, nigga. I'm about to be lit. I'm staying out there. I got a homie who lives out there, so I'm just going to go to his place after and shit. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Lucky. I got a stitch
You
shit,
come
so
over.
I'm always
You come over.
I might take
I'm
over.
gonna invite like 5 people to my homie's house. Mark, be ready! He's gonna be like,
see this 3 weeks from now?
Like this nigga. I'm like, fuck, I didn't know I was gonna. I gotta go work the next day.
Well, like you said, what I'm doing right now is working on owning my greatness, basically. You know what I mean? Without letting my ego take it too far.
Yeah.
That balancing act. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I got. When is this gonna air? What's
like 3-4 weeks from now. 3-4 weeks from now.
Championship edition of Mixed Metaphors at the Mexican Heritage Center, Cerna Gallery. It's going to be part of the Dia de los Muertos celebration, their week-long celebration parade.
Okay, cool.
Going to be the championships and then a little dance party afterwards. I'll be DJing that. So come on to that. Come out to their stuff. We're going to be doing more stuff. And I don't know what's going to get left in about, but they will be performing at the championships as well.
Yeah,
So.
the day before my birthday. So either go to that show or go to Pismo with me. I'm leaving that show and go straight to Pismo.
But if you secured a location in Pismo, I would take it out there.
You said what?
I said if you could secure a
We
venue.
can. It's easy. We got a big ass camp. There's 20 people who go like every year to this shit. It's my homie's birthday, really. And I just tag on. Nigga, your birthday is this. Birthday. We all have birthday. There's like 5 of us now, all have birthdays, and we just have a birthday out there on the same time and shit. So come through. But yeah.
We'll have the after party there.
That's what I'm gonna tell everybody to go to, bro. It's like, it's my birthday. 4 times. All right. So anyway, let's go to Zach's and shit. And that was the podcast, lovers, listeners, and friends. Thank you, Chezz. That was cool. It was dope. Let your wings fly. Be free. Bow.
Watch, wait, and see. Just what happens. The universe will do when water really do and do bright, shine bright, and after you ready to be true. See these fools out here? They'll let the laces slip. And when they take the false letters, they're not that quick, because it's true when they say it. Ignorance is bliss, I'll be crazy, y'all. Might even have to step. See these fools out here? They'll let the laces slip. And when they take the false letters, they say that shit, because it's true when they say it. Ignorance is bliss. When you think I'm in you, when the shoe is big. Satan on our home betrayed and after the craft. What's the point if you want to take it and give it back? The skill that's been left to you, that's some around you together, verbal combat, we can handle that like those throughout the ages. We are faced with struggling with these stages. We are faced with, you can't act aimless or blameless when they call the stasis. Don't dismiss the mission because we've been twisted with every ambition and all our intentions pointed in the right direction. You know we're headed towards poverty vibes and peace, love, and life. Without a fight, we gon' always feel right. We'll just kick these colors and make these moves. Cause that's what we do. We out here doing it for you. But from our point of view, you could be doing it too. Cause it's all the
Sometimes I'm like, man, what happens if it's really not recording? I get like that. I mean, because I'm so dumb sometimes. Like, I can see, like, oh, I double clicked it and fucking I never turned on.
Or for some reason it just stopped.